Oh, I said that we pre-recorded. Welcome to Cocktails and Convos with the Aunties, the only show where you can come hang out with the aunties for 4 quarters of fun while enjoying some cocktails and mocktails. Each week we'll pick out a new recipe and share a new drink with you and discuss CU news, the nephews, and more. We're your hosts, Auntie Nisha
and Auntie T.
This week's show will be slightly different from the other episodes. As you can see, it's pre-recorded. We're getting ready to head out to Boulder for the weekend and do the traveling. It kind of affects our live show time. So we didn't want to leave you guys hanging 2 weeks in a row, but we'll be back live next week at our usual time. So make sure you tune in again.
Yes.
Hey, Auntie.
Hey, girl. So I'm feeling good. What are we wearing tonight? I see we both got the same thing on. What's going on?
This is our Heisman episode. We got to represent for our nephew Trav.
Oh, wait. Woohoo! Pom-pom.
Yeah, we needed our little streamers.
So, Heisman episode, and now we have 2 nephews in the running for the Heisman. Finally, it should have been that way, but they had to catch up.
Yes. Yeah. They have no choice. I mean, if you're gonna go with the best player overall, that's for sure Travis Hunter. He's the only player in college doing what he's doing. But if you're gonna be traditional and keep it with the quarterbacks, then you gotta go with 2. Because who's better than sure? Like
no one.
We might be a little biased, but you can check the stats.
Yeah. We'll be talking about those later. Okay, so what you sipping on tonight?
So I went with the Pick 6.
Okay.
It is. I said I was going back to tequila, but I still had a little bit. So it's 1.5 ounces of whiskey, a 1/2 ounce of freshly squeezed lemon juice, or you could cheat like I did and use lemonade. Then it's 1/2 ounce of honey and 2 to 4 ounces of ginger beer. I've never really had ginger beer, so this is my first time. So I only went with 2 ounces. I probably wouldn't. I ain't really a ginger person, so
I mean,
I went with the minimum. Yeah, I like ginger ale. You can't really taste it like in that, or like if I'm sick, I'll do I can make myself do a ginger shot, but like just to be drinking like ginger beer, no. But I'm not a beer person, right? So it might be an acquired taste.
Yeah, beer never tastes good to me. But yeah, I do like putting ginger in some of my fruit smoothies and stuff. Keep you healthy, keep you cleaned out.
Well, see, that's different because if you cleaned it up, you can't really taste it. It's not as potent. I could do that, but just a straight ginger, nah. But what you drinking?
So I decided to create my own mocktail tonight, and I named it the Natty because I'm speaking into existence. So we got the Natty, and it's with the mangoes mocktail mixture flavor cranberry Cosmo with some fruit punch ginger ale and garnish with a lemon. And if you wanted to make it a cocktail, you can add some tequila or vodka, whatever you want.
So you're going to have to keep that recipe so we can pull it out later.
Yes.
I'm going to try it again. Sounds good, though. Yeah. I like the name, the Natty.
So, as you guys know, if you've been keeping up with the show, we always end every quarter with one of Coach Prime's quality traits of smart, tough, fast, discipline with character. And we always choose a nephew that we felt like displayed that for this past week or this week. Um, so that's what we'll be doing still at the end of each quarter, highlighting some of our nephews. So stay tuned for that.
I'm ready. I think we're ready
Right.
for first quarter.
Yep.
So, how was you feeling about the Texas Tech game?
Yeah.
Going on the road.
That one was interesting. Like I was excited for it, but when I found out about these tortillas, I was like, oh no. Like, how is that even legal? It needs to be illegal. And on top of that, they're throwing things other than tortillas. So
Yes.
make it make sense. And the whole
Yeah.
game,
Yeah, I thought it was just like maybe opening game, like it was tradition or maybe something at halftime, but not the whole game.
right. And you see it flying in the middle of the field, like what?
They
Like
had
how
like
is
a cleanup
it
crew.
safe? They wasn't good enough if
That,
we saw some of the nephews picking them up.
right. We got evidence later. But
Right.
yeah, even the sideline where they were at, where Coach Prum is at, like it was just I don't know.
And I'm
They
not
should
sure if this is true or not, but I think I saw somewhere somebody said Jimmy slipped on one. Like
let me find out that's what happened.
Allegedly. I don't know if it's true or not. But if that is true, oh no. Like we might have a lawsuit on our hands.
Yeah, I don't that can't be safe throwing them on the field. Like I don't understand like how that is allowed.
The whole
Like
game. I could see if
whose
it was at
idea
the
that
beginning.
was.
Yeah.
Yeah, like at the beginning. I don't know. Maybe I just don't know my history with Texas, but I don't understand what's the concept of that. They know for their barbecue, I thought. So the whole tortilla thing, where does that even come from?
Girl. They just find things to do.
But I was glad it was an early game.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Outside of that, some positives was it's an early game. We know our boys, they play well, in the daytime because they got their rest and they haven't had to be up all day and then have to use all their energy and then come back and play a game. So I like that. And I think, we started off shaky with offense, but defense was a beast. They held it down. They
Yes.
did their job. And even though I was hard on them for the Cincinnati game, because I was like, they did good. They did what they needed to do, but they wasn't the defense that we're used to. This game, they went above and beyond.
Back.
Yeah.
Yeah. They showed back up.
Championship defense.
Yeah. They definitely kept us in the game.
Yeah. So I was excited about that. Any other takeaways before we get into our player picks?
Yeah, I mean, mine was kind of the same. I was kind of, well, you know how the outlook was last time, like when we was on the bye week and we came back and it was like the first game. We looked like kind of rusty and all of that. So I was just hoping to see us not like that. Like I wanted to see us come out like fast, and like collectively playing good together. So when we started out slow, it was just kind of like,
oh no.
No, not again, but I don't know. Then it was just like we couldn't get the running game going. Like, we have been doing pretty good, like with our running game. So I was hoping like this week we got to see it come back a little bit more, but we just couldn't really get the running game going. I was happy with the offense, though. They did protect too. You know, he didn't have no sacks or whatever.
Shout
Special
out to
teams.
Cash.
Yeah, shout out to Cash. We're going to talk to him about him later. Special teams wasn't special at first, you know, but they did get it together. Like, you know, we just wasn't collectively. I feel like we had to like calm our nerves down, like, you know, and just lock in. I don't know how the atmosphere was outside of them throwing objects. I don't know if it was loud or whatever, but it just seemed like we wasn't like playing collectively. But I wasn't really concerned because, you know, we got two. You know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of people was kind of thinking, well, we hadn't scored and we was going into the second quarter, but I wasn't worried.
Yeah. And I know, which probably it makes sense now that they've already like did their presser and talked about it. But Coach Prime was like, you know, a lot of things was set up for Jimmy to, you know, kind of start this game and, you know, get his stats up. So I know they usually go by scripts and have plays already planned out. So maybe because it wasn't what they've been working on the whole week, they probably were a little shaky trying to just adjust and pivot to a different
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So now it makes sense.
I wasn't really feeling the refs either. They was like, hey, here we go. And you know, on Twitter, someone had the nerve to post talking about the Big 12 is fixing the games for Colorado because they wanted to be in it. And I'm like, same thing. I'm saying the same thing.
We had a whole fumble they didn't call. Shiloh had a whole fumble.
They gave them a free touchdown.
Free.
Like, y'all need to play them tapes back. That ball came out like y'all cheating for them. And I'm like, how was they like rigging it for us? Like, we didn't even score till 7 minutes into the second quarter. We was down.
Like, we didn't score the whole first quarter. So what are you talking about?
No, we didn't even take the lead until the third quarter.
Wow, they're throwing tortillas and bottles and stuff at us.
Yeah.
And then he had the nerve to say, well, your player's blowing kisses in the end zone. Sir, a kiss can't hit you.
That is not the same thing.
Like,
I never seen Coach Prime that limit.
He was pissed.
Yeah. If it would have been any time he probably was close to slipping, it might have been there.
That was it.
But I don't blame him though, because like half full bottles and stuff come on now, somebody can get hurt. Actually, I heard one of the cheerleader, one of the cheerleaders or the cheerleader coach got hit in the head with a bottle.
At the Utah and BYU game. Right?
No, I thought our game. I thought it was somebody like in our game. I thought I saw that on Twitter. Somebody said that.
I saw that happen at another game.
So maybe y'all need to look into them not throwing things. Because then that really made the defense turn up.
Right. You know that defense. You got Chidozie over there, Tafiq, Anquan. Yeah. They don't play. You see them personalities come to life.
Like, we got you, coach. You just like, keep it clean.
Right, because you know them refs.
Yeah. So who was your player pick?
Okay, so my first player pick was Will Shepherd. He had 8 receptions, 79 yards, averaging 9.9 yards per reception, and he got 1 touchdown, which his longest reception was 19 yards. So I wanted to give a shout out to Will because he had this amazing catch in the end zone with one hand, and he deserves, his praises.
Yeah, we gotta give him his Gotta give him his flowers for that.
Mm-hmm. So let's check that clip out. Okay, now that was nice.
Then he went over to the sideline and was talking to the crowd. Like, yeah, I like that. Like, okay, nephew, pop your collar, then.
Okay, gotta do it. So
I'm sure Auntie Katie was happy too, because she been rooting for Will.
Oh yeah, I know she was screaming.
Mm.
You want me to do my defensive pick, or do you want to do your pick?
So offensively, I went with Cash.
Okay.
Cash Cleveland.
Money
I know we
man.
talked about him a little bit last week, but you got to give him credit when it's due.
Right.
It's like we said, we enjoy being able to see the nephews that are freshmen getting opportunities and like really making the most of them, and he got to start early. Like he came in like I think the third snap in the first quarter and got to play a full game, which that's good for him, just getting the experience, more experience and stuff like that. And like he never looks nervous or nothing. He be right in there, like just talking and doing his thing. So and he made the list for week 11 freshman standout number 8. So I had to go with Cash.
Yes,
hopefully
Mr.
Hopefully he gets to continue to play and do his thing.
Yeah, and doing all this as a preferred walk-on, like
yes,
but he ain't slacking at all. Like he's putting in the work. Exactly. Like this should show you, like you put in the work, you stay faithful, you stay focused, and just wait your turn. Patiently wait your turn. The options, the opportunities are endless.
And you never know when your opportunity could come up. So you just got to be ready, And that's what he did. He stayed ready, and when his number did get called, he went and he made the most of it. So
exactly.
Proud of him. Hopefully, we see a Scully coming his way soon, because I think he's showing that he earned it.
Right. And shout out to his family as well. They always supporting. And his mom is always on the See You Aunties page supporting. So shout out to her too.
Yes.
My defensive player pick was Mr. Nikhil Green. Y'all know that's one of my favorite linebackers on the team. He had 9 total tackles, 6 solo, 0.5 tackles for loss. I guess he shared a tackle for loss with somebody else. And he ran on his interception. He ran for 12 yards. So I had to, pick my boy because he be killing it. And that interception was nice. So we got a clip for that too.
Yeah, that was nice. Yeah, that was nice.
I'm telling you, this defense killing it.
They like that. They all like that. Like it's so crazy because it's like every week is somebody different. We have our consistent ones, but then it'd be like some other nephews that pop up out of nowhere. They, they get they shine. And you just never know, like who it's gonna be. Like they all like that. And stop playing with them.
So, who was your defensive pick?
So, I had to go with Shiloh. I've been since the beginning of the season, I was saying like I want waiting on him to get his pick six. I want to see him get another pick six and do his either he can do the J5 celebration again or see if he come up with something new. But like he didn't quite get the pick six, but I'll take the scoop and score. But people have been real hard on Shiloh since his one bad game. So like it's just good to keep seeing him like not let the noise get to him, and he's still like coming out being headache gang and making people feel him. He had 6 tackles, 5 solo, a recovered fumble, which led to the score at the end, and another fumble for real that he got cheated out of, and they gave Texas the touchdown. But headache gang out there doing his thing, so I had to give nephew some love.
Right, rightfully so. He's killing it. He's killing it. He bounced back quickly, and he's going to continue to elevate, and we have more games to play.
Mm-hmm. But like we said, the whole defense been doing it. Doing it. Bentley, he had 10 tackles, 7 solo. Preston had 7 tackles, 6 solo. Chidozie had 7 tackles, 5 solo. BJ Green had 3 tackles, 2 solos, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for a loss. Keaton, every time I see him play, just imagine if he get to like play the whole season. You know what I mean? Like he was hurt, so he didn't get to play early on. They being selective with his 4 games because he's redshirting. But we get to see him next year. But in the games that he has played in, he has made some impacts. Okay. Like he had 3 tackles, 2 solos, 1.5 sacks, and 1.5 tackles for a loss. But like every time he makes the most of his opportunity. So I'm looking forward to seeing him like all season, like for a full season.
Yeah, he's gonna be a beast next year. But also, I don't even know if he might not even redshirt because like we win out these games, go to like the playoffs, the championship, all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They might want to put him in. He's been killing it.
Well, isn't it a deadline where you have to like put in for your red shirt? I thought that already happened.
Oh, is it?
I think because I remember like a couple weeks back, like when Coach Prime was talking about everybody's dealing with red shirt, I guess, requests. Like they was going through, I guess, talking to people and stuff, to see. I think once you put it in, I don't think you can play. Or once you hit your 4 or whatever, I think. I don't know. We'll have to fact check that.
But, yeah, because I don't know the whole ins and outs of it. But I do remember him saying in his little presser when he first did a presser that he was talking it over with his coaches to make sure that was like the right decision for him. So I don't know. Either way, he's gonna be a beast. Whether he start next year and just redshirt the rest of this year, but I'm loving what I'm seeing. We also, we couldn't, move on without highlighting the rest of the defense because like they just killed it this game. So I'm gonna read off, these stats. It's a few of them, so just bear with us. But Amari, he had 9 total tackles, 2 solo, 1.5 sacks, and 3 tackles for loss. So he had a good game. Arden had 7 total tackles, 6 solos, 2 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, killing it. Cam had 5 total tackles and 3 solo. You did DJ McKinney? Oh, just BJ. Okay. DJ McKinney had 4 total tackles, 4 solo, and 1 tackle for loss, and 1 pass defense or deflection. Colton had 3 total tackles, 2 solos. Carter had 2 total tackles, 2 solos, 1 pass deflection. Sam Okanola had 2 total sacks, 2 total tackles, 1 solo, and 0.5 tackles for loss. Tajay had 2 tackles, 1 solo. Brendan Gant had 1 tackle, 1 solo. Savion had 1 solo. Ben Finiseth had a tackle. Anquin Barnes had a tackle and a pass deflection. Ben Bazzi had a solo tackle. R.J. Johnson had a solo tackle. In total, the defense had 85 tackles, 59 solos, 7 sacks, 11 tackles for loss. That's a lot of yards. 3 pass deflections and 1 defensive touchdown, which Shiloh made. So shout out to Coach Lewis, D. Lewis, Coach Mathis, Dancy Hart, Coach Sapp, Coach Harlow, and Coach Livingston, because y'all killing it with these boys. Yep.
That's all of them.
Oh, and 1 interception. Duh. Yeah. So, yeah, they were killing it.
For sure. They was. Like, it's definitely a different team from last year. The energy is just different. You can just tell. Like, we got a little clip of, I think it was BJ. He was one of his sacks. He got a sack, forced the fumble, and Cam had recovered. That was the one that Cam recovered. So we'll show that next.
Oh, that was nice.
Dang.
I like the slow-mo.
Yeah, that was nice.
They be hitting.
Like, they be hitting. That looked like it hurt. I was like, dang, he gonna be all right. Quarterbacks, man, I feel for them. You know.
Yes. Especially when our team coming.
You know what I saw on Twitter though? They said that since week 7, Colorado has had the 3rd best pass block grade in Power 5. And you know how our O-line was last year? So shout out to our O-line coaches too.
Okay. Coach Loho. Who else were we?
Coach
Shermer.
Yeah. Coach Phillips. Who's the tight end coach?
Brett, right? Brett brought along.
Yeah. Yep, brought along. Yeah, shout out to Coach Prime. He brought them boys on.
Right. The head honcho.
Who don't know what they doing. Allegedly.
But now
all the people. That is what's so funny. I've been cracking up, like, with all the, like, Buff Nation pulling out the receipts from over the year, like last year and this year.
Y'all know they keep them bookmarks.
Like, I don't even know why y'all do that to yourself, because they be ready. Like,
Stay
but
ready.
us, those that have followed Coach Prime and saw what he did at Jackson State, we already knew what last year was. And he told y'all. Y'all just ain't want to listen.
No. And now they want to send him off to the NFL, child. They just won't stop.
Always
won't stop.
They think that's going to deter the recruits away. But he keeps saying he's not going anywhere. He likes it where he's at. Like, y'all stuck with us. Y'all scared. Y'all worried about Colorado turning into a powerhouse. Stay tuned.
Yeah. They already a powerhouse, and we got some more nephews coming. That's going to make it even greater.
More Louis is on the way.
More Louis. We can't even fit all the Louis in the building.
All right. So who's the smart moment?
Okay, so the smart moment is Brandon Davis Swain and our nephew Brandon Davis Swain and our nephew Brady Kopetz, the tight end. Brandon is on the defense, and Brady is a tight end, but they were students of the week. Coach Prime gave us that in his presser, and it's just amazing to see that these boys, young men, keep up with their, education, keep up with all of this academic stuff. Also, wow, having all this excitement going around with the team because like all their games are on TV, all of them nationally televised, and they're winning. They're ranked and they're keeping up with their stuff. So shout out to them for, staying on top of everything.
Yeah, I saw on Twitter, X. I keep calling it Twitter X. That outside of Notre Dame, Colorado is the only other college that has had all 12 of their games nationally televised.
Wow.
But we're not surprised by that because y'all don't see you go pull the views. That's why y'all give us the late slides.
We
know what I'm saying? We know what's going on.
Exactly. Shout out to Fox, though. They always give us the good times.
Yeah, I like Fox. Shout out to Fox. All right. Moving on to quarter 2. So this week, we got Utah. We're back at home.
Mm-hmm.
What you think? How you feeling about this game?
Well, I mean, just today, I'm seeing that a lot of their starting players are, ending their season already. Like, they're not going to be playing, which I don't want us to get complacent and think it's going to be easy. We still need to bring the heat. We need to bring all the, dominance and everything. But that was interesting to see that a lot of their starting players are, not.
Yeah, that's so unfortunate. Like, you never want to see, like, players get hurt, and especially if it's, like, season ending. So, prayers for those players. Hopefully, they heal, properly. And, they're able to, come back as soon as possible. But,
some of them got injured. Some of them, like, are trying to hit the transfer portal.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So I'm not saying that to say, like, it's injuries. I'm like, some of them just shutting their season down.
Because they trying to leave. Oh, okay. Well, let me just take a sip on that one.
Yeah. So that was interesting. But I'm excited because we're gonna actually be at this home game. So we're gonna have some fun, get to see the nephews again.
Yes. I feel like, oh my gosh, like, because I was going hard for a minute. We was going to that was at the games, and then like last one, I tried to show love to my NFL teams, and I caught a Philly game and went to a couple NFL games, whatever. So, like, it feels good to be heading back to Boulder and like seeing the nephews live. I'm excited for that. Hopefully, the weather holds up, and because it is that season, and the weather and the temperature is different everywhere. So, we just got to pack a little bit of everything and just be prepared because it's liable to snow and then possibly be gone. And then would it be an early game? I'm not happy about that part because do you realize how early we have to be up to attend the festivities?
Yeah. So, like, the big noon kickoff pit open at 6 a.m. They start the show at 8 a.m. Which, you got to be up before if you want to get a good spot in the pit. You
to get ready, to get dressed, like to find a good parking spot.
4:30 a.m. because the traffic. That's a lot.
Hey, some people in our chat, they was telling us that the students be in line at 3 a.m.
They can have it. Yeah,
they can have that. I ain't gotta be right in front of the stage. Y'all can have that.
Yeah, as long as I can see something. Yeah. Y'all can
As long
have
as we
that.
make it there, that's my goal. But I think it'll be. I think it's gonna be, like a good game though. Coach said, like, despite the things that they have going on over there, like, the head coach, not to sleep on them. So, like you said, I hope the nephews don't think like, oh, this gonna be a cakewalk and don't go in there serious. I hope they stand on business, like, take it one game at a time, but like come out collectively, start off fast. You know what I mean? So that we don't gotta. I know we got to and all of that, but instead of like having to play catch up, let's just keep going. Like start off fast and then keep going. Don't I feel like they be trying to be courteous and don't like, just take it to them, but run the touchdowns up. Okay. Like I want to see Caleb get in. I want to see people we haven't seen
Aside.
get in. Yeah. Like run it up. Like dominate. And then y'all go rest and let the other nephews come in and take care of business. And we're actually on a 7-game losing streak with Utah. We lost last year. It was close though, like 23-17. Like we probably should have
Last
won
year
the game.
they cheated. They took away like 2 of our touchdowns and said Travis stepped out and he didn't. So
Oh yeah.
that was just
Yeah. So we've been going through it with the Pac-12 refs. Now we're going through it with the Big 12 refs. Like who paying y'all? But hopefully, the nephews win. Stand no business and we win, and we did that little losing streak, and we start off with a clean one. So I just want to see. I know they were saying like they with Jimmy, they was kind of taking it by the day. If he was able to practice, like have a good practice Thursday and Friday, then we might see him on Saturday. So I know he's like getting treatment and stuff like that. So hopefully, J5 is good to go and we get to see him.
We're praying for a speedy recovery and everything is healed because we need to see J5 out there running down the field, doing the kick returns, doing the punt returns, scoring a few more touchdowns because we want to see him get his touchdowns up. Like we want to see him act up like that NDSU game.
Yeah. And I want to see like the running game get back going and get some touchdowns and stuff that way. I haven't heard like much about Micah. I know he didn't travel last week.
Yeah, I was wondering about that.
Hopefully, he's recovering from his hamstring injury. I know they say that could be kind of lingering. So hopefully, he's good to go and we get to see him. But I just want to see the, continue to protect too, no sacks. I want to see the defense stay hot like they've been, and the running game.
Yeah. Let's see, events. So we already talked about the Big Noon Kickoff.
Oh, okay. So the night before, Friday, every home game they have like the Above Stampede at 7:00. It's a lot of aunties that's gonna be in town for the Utah game. So we have an auntie meetup planned. After the Above Stampede, if you don't plan on going to the Above Stampede, it'll probably be about 8:00, and it's still gonna be in the same area, the Pearl Street Mall. It's just like a little walk down from where the Stampede takes place, the parade take place at. But we're gonna meet up at Pedro's Taco and Tequila Bar. It's 1125 Pearl Street. Those that are in the Facebook private group chat, like all the information is posted there for you to be able to reach out and get in touch with us. If you're not a member, then you're missing out. You should be in the club.
It's free. Join us.
Free.
We like to have fun with the other aunties and, support our nephews.
Yeah. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Like getting to meet up with some of the aunties and hang out. They're all excited for the game. And then on game day, y'all can always go check out our boys at the DNVR tailgate.
Yeah.
It's an early one. I think it's like 7 to 10.
Yeah. But it's always a good time, and the ticket includes food and drinks, and they are so welcoming. They play good music. You have fun. You get to meet RK, Jake, Scott, Andre. Like, they're all so nice. So
the diehard fans. Uncle Neely be there sometime.
Oh yeah.
I get to see the RV, and they was really nice and letting people go up and like basically toured and stuff like that. Like it's a good time. It's just, I'm not an early person like that. Like the time that it's going to be going on is the time I'm going to be having to get up and get ready to try to make it to the Big 2. So normally I go show love to DNVR, but I'm going to have to sit this one out. But I'll be back for Oklahoma, so I'll try to slide to see them there. But if you like the tailgate and stuff like that, you definitely should check that one out. It's a good time.
And hopefully I make it to the Buff Walk this time, because I haven't. Last time I went to a home game, I was at the DNVR tailgate, so I didn't make it to the Buff Walk. So hopefully I get to check that out and see the nephews while they're walking in. So that'll be exciting. I know you experienced that before already at the Baylor game.
Kinda. I was on the outside. I want to like be there early enough to go on the inside to actually watch them walk through. Like I kind of sound like where they kind of like get off the bus and like walk a little bit. You know what I mean? But we're definitely going to catch that, because we're going to be at the Big Noon and we're going to leave for the Big Noon. So listen, we telling you now, aunties, we might have to wrap it up a little bit early Friday night. Y'all might need to too, because it's gonna be an early day Saturday. We might have to take a nap after the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
to get your energy back up for later on.
And Saturday is my birthday, so gotta turn up.
We gotta see how Boulder. If not, we gonna check out Denver.
Yeah, probably Denver. Boulder closes early.
Facts. Well, I went to a couple spots that was all right, but I don't know. We'll have to see if they're gonna be open. They normally open after the game.
Okay.
But if not, we could definitely check out Denver.
Okay. So who is your fast pick? Fast moment?
So I went with nephew Colton Hood.
He's showing out.
Yeah, you talked about him a little bit earlier. He definitely been showing out since he been there. He's another one I'm excited to like just continue to see grow and and play more and stuff like that. He be right there. Like he had a 27-yard kick return. He was moving and he might have would have scored, but he got tripped up, and so I'm just still waiting. It's coming. I'm waiting for
he's gonna score before the year out. Yeah.
I'm waiting for a touchdown. Either whether it's coming from running it in, running it back from the kick return, or him getting an interception and getting a pick six. Like he's coming. Something is like right there. Like it's
we believe.
Happen. Yes. We believe. Yes, we believe. When you can't go against Pastor. Like he didn't stamp. He has not let us down yet. You know what I mean?
No, he has.
I'm excited to see his brother too. I want to see him. The running back. I want to see him.
Oh, Brandon Hood. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then his cousin Trent Hood is on the team as well.
Yeah.
I think he's linebacker.
Mm-hmm. I believe so. Yep. So I'm looking forward to seeing all the Hood brothers.
Yes.
Over in the future. Our future is definitely bright.
Yes, because Brandon is fast. He might be on that kick and punt return too next year, because he's a fast one. Running back. Yeah.
We'll see.
Okay, now it's time for halftime.
Halftime. So today's halftime show is sponsored by the See You Aunties Halftime Talk. Make sure you tune into those videos as well every week. If you aren't already, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel on YouTube. See You Aunties Women's Fan Club, so you can continue to catch all the latest drops. We're always looking for more aunties to join in on the conversation. So if you're interested, hit us up so we can get you on. And really, it's just, after the game, at the games, like we watch the games, and at halftime, one of the aunties normally hosts it, and some of the aunties from the sister fans from the fan club will hop on, and we just kind of discuss the game, like what we've seen so far, what we like, what we don't like, how the game's going. And then we chat about like what we want to see, going back after the half. Just some chit chat, football chit chat. Nothing too hard. But it's a good time, and it's a good way to interact, and that's what it's about. That's what the club is there for, like meeting other women that have the same passion as you. And women love ball. Some of them just might not know all the X's and O's, and so they they don't like talking in like public like spaces where it's more male dominant, but we got you over here with us. We thought it would be fun to kind of pick out some of the dancing moves from the players and coaches. So we put together some videos to share with y'all about that. So we're going to check those out next.
Coach Prime always getting down. Got your girl in it. I got a girl in this bitch, jump in this bitch. I know we had to end it with Shiloh.
Yeah, you gotta hit the prime shuffle. You gotta end it with the prime
shuffle. Disclaimer: we do not own the rights to that music that was playing, so don't
don't come for us. Everybody be lit though from the coaches, and we didn't play the music on Coach Prime, but he was dancing to "They Not Like Us," which they not like us. Okay.
They know. And I need them to play that swag surfing at the game on Saturday so we can all swag and surf because they was killing it.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I'll be glad when they get that together. Like, cause the games be lit, the games be sold out, the stadium is lit, the atmosphere would be lit. Like, we really got to work on the celebration and getting the crowd involved. Like that would be yes.
Yeah.
Might not happen this season, but hopefully by the time next season come around, like we didn't got some things together.
Yeah.
But outside of that, we saw that Coach Prime and Roxy have a new show coming out. It starts next week. It's going to be airing on Tuesdays at 8 p.m. At least that's Eastern time. So just go by your time zone.
Yeah.
But it'll be airing on Tubi. So it's no excuse not to be tuning in. Because y'all know it's
Tubi is free. Yes.
But it's supposed to be like 20 episodes and it's supposed to be an hour long. So I'm looking forward to seeing what that's about. That might be the show we didn't know we needed. You know, Coach Prime always entertains us. So, and I've always loved Roxy. So I think it's gonna be a good time.
That's gonna be lit. That's gonna be lit.
Yeah.
Also, shout out to Dukes the Scoop. He's now on Well Off with CU Flex. He also does a show with Uncle Neely called Tell Me on the Pregame Network on YouTube. So make sure y'all support him. Subscribe to Dukes the Scoop on all platforms, social media platforms. Make sure you're already subscribed to Well Off because I know you are. Make sure you're already subscribed to the Pregame Network. CU has plenty of platforms that you can check out that keeps you entertained. So go support
with positive information.
Positive
and factual. They're not biased. They keep it real. They're gonna keep it a buck.
Yes, so go support all.
They don't just tell you the good. They gonna tell you the good, the bad, the ugly. Yes, and our bro Big Dog Chico.
Yes.
Check him out too. Make sure you like and subscribe to him as well.
Also, I think he's on You Tell Me as well, moderating and doing the background stuff. So check out his show as well. Subscribe to him. But shout out to Dukes for joining the CU family. So follow him all platforms. Dukes the Scoop. What else?
So Shador and Travis have both made the semifinalists for the Maxwell Awards. So congrats to those. Congrats to our nephews, Shador and Travis.
Cheers.
Oh yeah, cheers. And before we get into the Big 12 updates, Colorado is ranked number 17.
Okay. We're moving on up. Yes.
Moving on up. Like I hope the players, like I know like Coach be like he don't want them to be ranked and stuff like that. They like to be the behind the scene, unseen or whatever. But hopefully, I think the nephews have been doing a good job. But I hope they, they continue on, like use it as motivation, but continue to to stay locked in and focus and take the games one at a time, and win out or whatever. But y'all definitely deserve it because they've been sleeping on y'all, and they was talking crazy. So enjoy it. But don't let it get too big. Stay home.
Well, seeing Coach Prime talk about the practice, I think it was today. I saw a clip on X, Twitter, whatever you want to call it. I saw a clip today where he was just giving them their praises, giving them their flowers for how they're practicing and staying dominant. So I just have no doubt in my mind that this team is going all the way, and they're gonna keep their foots on these next few games. So yeah.
I agree. So I also saw that this is the first time since 1996 that Colorado has won 4 consecutive road games. 96. This is 2024.
Some of them wasn't even born then, ain't it?
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah.
um, our nephew C was the true freshman of the week by 247 Sports. So shout out to him. He in the last week's game, he had 54 pass blocks, snaps, 0 pressures, no sacks, overall pass blocking grade of 83.9. He another freshman that's been doing it, and he been doing it all season. Like, and he's a freshman. Imagine him. Hopefully, I don't know if he's gonna stay till he's a senior, but just imagine him over the years as he just continue to keep developing, and that's gonna be scary.
Yeah, he gonna be ready for the NFL by next year, basically the end of next year, really. But luckily for us, they make the players stay for at least 3 years. So we'll
we
still have
see what's in his bag. Everybody like, what's in the bag? See, we see you. We see you. All right, so the Big 12 updates. CU is number 2 in our conference. We're at 7-2, 5-1 in our overall in the conference. Our Colorado defense is leading leading in sacks again at 29 and is number 6 in the nation.
Okay.
Our defense last year, we're not even gonna talk about the past.
Like Coach Prime said, that presser. Why you bringing that up? It's not the same team.
It's not the same team. Right. My bad. In our chat, I think they said CU sack record for a season was like early 30s. So I'm sure the nephews about to break that. We had 29. Wow. And we still got 3 games before going to the bowl.
That's crazy.
Yes. Our defense is also leading in fumbles recovered at 9, and we're leading in the red zone at a 70.6%. The offense is leading the Big 12 in passing touchdowns. Shildar has 24. And he's leading in completions. He's at a 72%.
I know that's right.
Shador was the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Week. So shout out to nephew. He was 30 of 34. He had 291 yards, 3 touchdowns, and a rushing touchdown. So he now has 4 touchdowns on the season.
Okay.
After week 11, he was number 1 in the quarterback power rankings. He took the lead. Cam is under him, so I imagine a little text thread now.
Yeah.
Like, who the better quarterback now? They probably messing with Daryl. And he was named to the Davy O'Brien Award, grade 8 for week 11. So I think he's had that twice this season so far.
Awesome. Yep, it's seeming real Heisman like to me. Real Heisman like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Stay tuned. So, the end of this segment, we're doing tough. And this week we chose Tyler Brown.
Yeah. So, shout out to the Rock.
Yes, aka Rock, the strongest man on the team. So we chose Tyler Brown, aka Rock, who's been practicing two-way as a two-way player on the offensive line and defensive line in practice. The whole team already stated that he's the strongest player on the team. In the Texas Tech game, he played 66 offensive snaps, and according to PFF, he earned a 87.9 pass blocking grade, taking the spot of the highest pass blocking grade on the Buffs players this season so far. So a 87.9 grade in pass blocking.
Wow.
That's what I'm talking about.
Shout out to Rob. We said this was gonna be his redemption year. You know, he didn't get to play last year. He just locked in, have his head down, went to work.
Yeah. All of the challenges was worth it. Like, now you get to show them what they messed up with last season, which I think was on purpose.
Karma. That's all I'm gonna say. Karma take care of all. All righty. Think we're ready for the third quarter?
Yes.
So, third quarter is going to be our Heisman campaign. And we were just talking about Shador. He is officially on the list. So, yes. We know y'all been voting for Trav, but we got another nephew on the list too. We're going to have to share the love. I know Shador has said Travis should be Heisman, and if he win, he still win because he throws to him and stuff like that. But we got to run his numbers up too.
Yeah. Let's just make it 50-50, They both, make it make history again and be two players from the same team win the Heisman because they deserve it.
They do. That's going to be a hard one. They do.
So let's play our little Heisman clip for the nephews. Love it. So both Travis and Shador have now earned spots on the 2024 Walter Camp Player of the Year semi-finalist watch list. So that's new. It just came out today, according to us. It just came out today. And, they're both has so many awards I can't even keep up.
Yeah, like every week it's a different one. Like
I can't keep up.
If you go back to like the beginning of the season when we was like, oh, they on this watch list, and it's like they just keep moving up on the list and it's like trying to stay current at, and it's a different award, seem like every week or something, But I mean, shout out to them. They definitely deserve it. They've been doing their thing. Like Shador, he is at 2,882 passing yards. Like I said earlier, he got 24 passing touchdowns, 4 rushing touchdowns. He's 250 of 343 at a 72.9 completion rate. Like, he definitely deserves to be in the conversation.
Yes. Travis, he has 69 receptions, 856 yards, 9 total touchdowns, averaging 12.4 yards per reception. And Travis has played 1,044 snaps so far this season. Like,
wow.
What? 1,044 snaps.
Wow. That's crazy.
If
he still be having so much energy,
girl, like still dancing out there. Like what?
Listen, Trav, I need to talk to you. You gotta tell me your secret. Cause listen.
That's crazy. He also
Crazy.
had 2 interceptions and 7 pass breakups and 894 all-purpose yards. So, yeah. That, I don't know.
And we still got like 3 games in season for sure. You know what I mean? And he's already
Competition
at those.
ain't even close at this point.
Mm-mm.
It should just be Travis Shador. That's it. Like Heisman over.
Not to take no credit away from nobody else. You know, we
No,
know that y'all working hard and y'all doing the same thing, but respectfully,
respectfully. Y'all not playing 1,044 snaps a game and still have energy.
the whole game, you not no. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
Nope. All right. So who okay. For the discipline moment, we went with Amari. As we
Yes,
mentioned earlier, Amari been doing his thing. Like he was with us last year. I feel like another one of the players that has just kind of like kept his head down, stayed locked in, and just been like working. Like on the videos, we've seen the transition, like from over the summer, going through fall camp, like even now. So, like I said, like I feel like he definitely do, like to have his moment. So it was like good to see him like have a game, like I'm not saying that he don't have good games, but you know what I mean? Like it's just good to see, good for them to like be able to enjoy the reward of all the hard work that they've been putting in and capitalizing off of it. As we mentioned earlier, he was up there with having as having like some of the higher end of the tackles. He had 9 total tackles, 6 solo, 1.5 sacks, 3 tackles for a loss. So we're just gonna share a clip with y'all of Amari kind of doing his thing in the game.
yes. I'm so happy for him because I know it probably took, a minute to get to this point and starting off the season a little slow, but like you seized your opportunity and you came out and killed it. So it's only up from here. So I'm so proud of Amari. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like they're not playing like selfishly, like, and they all congratulate each other, and
Right.
like it's just it's good to see. That's how it should be. You know what I mean? Like, and even when you know it's not they didn't have like the best game or whatever, like they still celebrate their brothers and congratulate them on their game. It's no like jealousy,
Right.
or any of that like in the locker room. You could tell like it's a real brotherhood like in that
Yeah.
unit.
And I
So,
think one of the coaches even said, like, maybe it was Shador talking about Coach Phil and where Philip, the wide receivers coach, um, saying that you can look down the sidelines and see even the players that probably didn't get in, like they just hyping, their brothers up that's coming off the field or on the field. Like they're just hyping them up. Nobody's looking down, even when they were down in the first quarter. Like nobody seemed like they were nervous or anything or doubting. Like they knew they was coming back and they were cheering each other on and playing unselfishly. And
yeah, even
that's
when they're like being rotated out, you don't see that on the sideline. You don't see
yeah,
them coming out pouting, and you know what I mean. Like they rooting for the one that's in and waiting for them. They getting their rest and waiting to go
yes,
back to them. But it's none of that. Like
with no drop off.
yeah,
And
no
that
drop
just
off.
shows that they are like family. Well, they're basically family and they're playing for each other and that's a winning team. That's all we can ask for.
Mhm. That's the championship team. We ain't gonna jinx it.
Yes.
All right, moving on to fourth quarter. Normally we do like our live questions and talk to the chat and all that. Since we're pre-recorded, we can't do that today. So it's gonna be a little different. We'll go over our last moment, our last player that we picked for the discipline moment, character moment.
Character, yeah. Okay, so this week we chose our nephew Arden Walker for character. And this is a legacy buff. Like, he's from Colorado. And I think I watched Coach Prime in his presser talk about Arden. And he stated that, he's a good kid, always works hard, work his butt off, never complains. He's had the same dedication, whether he starts first team, second team, third team, even when, he wasn't even getting any reps. Like, a player that's unselfish, with an unselfish character, where, we're just so proud of Arden because he worked his butt off, and, you could just tell that he just have like this kind of humble spirit. He likes helping the younger players or the underclassmen, like taking them under his wings and giving them support as well. He also has a good fashion sense, and he be putting that stuff on,
And he be out here recruiting.
Yeah, and he be recruiting. Yes. Right. So he also had 2 sacks this last game. So, like, he's just been killing it all around with the character, with the athleticism, with the, humble spirit, like, just all around good kid, good young man. And, you get many blessings for being a blessing. So shouts out to Arden.
Yeah, I've seen a lot of growth, like improvements from last year, like, working on his craft, along with some of the other nephews that just locked in and went to work after the season. So it's good to definitely see that like paying off for them.
Yeah.
They didn't hop in the portal when things didn't go their way. They locked in and
never doubted.
So we got a little clip of Arden, so we're gonna share that with y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, his forced fumble actually led to Shiloh's scoop and score. Luckily, he was paying attention, so it was a live ball.
Exactly.
Because he was just kind of like looking around, like, what's going on? Outside of that, we thought it would just be fun to kind of like, as you mentioned, share some pictures of like some of us at some of the games throughout the season, and some of the sister fans, aunties in the club that send us pictures when they're in town at the games or out of town at the games. So we're just showing love and flowers to the aunties. So y'all can check that out. brought back a lot of memories for some of them games we was at. Like we had some fun.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking forward to the last few ones. It's kind of bittersweet though, because we know time is winding down for some of the players that we gonna see. Like, but I'm gonna enjoy it and just take them as they come, I guess. But it's good to see like the other ladies like getting together when we can't be there and
Mm-hmm.
meet up on their own and take pictures and send them in and stuff like that. They be so excited to like get pictures with their nephews and stuff like that. So it's always good to see that, and just so they know we do see them and we do use them. So shout out to all the aunties. If you're not an official member of the CU Aunties Women Fan Club, you can sign up for free at cuaunties.com. As you know, it's a good way to stay connected, find out about game day events and any planned auntie meetups. Um, we have recommendations on there for like things to do, places to visit, places to eat at, things that we've kind of experienced or heard about. You can follow us on all the platforms: Instagram, Facebook, X, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitch, and of course, hit that like button and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Ladies, we have created a private group page on Facebook for the aunties as well. As we kind of said earlier, it's a safe space for us to talk ball and whatever else in between. It's a great way to connect with other sister fans that share the same love for the game and team. We might not be able to be at all the games, so it's good to see who else might be going to a game. You could plan to meet up, together. But the energy and the vibes is all positive. Everyone is so like welcoming. It's a good time. So if you're not a member, I suggest you look it up and join. It's free and it comes with perks, you know. Uh, if you're interested in being a guest or or any sponsorship opportunities, you can email us at auntiesandcocktails@gmail.com. And you got anything else?
No. Are you ready to close it out?
I believe so.
Okay. Well, we would like to say thank you to everyone for tuning in with the aunties. And on behalf of all the CU aunties, we appreciate all the love and support that we've been receiving. Make sure that you hit that like and subscribe button to the channel. If you haven't already, tune in with us every Thursday for more great episodes. As our nephew Jalen Wester would say, stay overly blessed and football obsessed. Go Buffs.
And go vote. Go vote for the nephews.
Yes.